Jeon Jungkook has always had a unique way of expressing his feelings, and when it comes to Kim Taehyung, his need for attention and closeness becomes even more evident. Over time, we have witnessed many moments where the youngest member of BTS simply cannot help but want to know everything about Taehyung, what he is doing, what he is saying, who he is talking to, and what he is thinking. It seems as if every detail about Taehyung is something Jungkook must know in order to feel at ease. One of the most iconic moments that reflects this happened during the preparations for a concert. The BTS members were all gathered, each focused on their own thing. Jungkook, always full of energy, was showing off some dance moves, hoping for everyone to notice him. However, there was one person whose attention he craved more than anyone else at that moment: Taehyung. To Jungkook's annoyance, Taehyung was not watching him. Instead of enjoying his performance, Taehyung was engrossed in his phone, focused on something that seemed more important than the event Jungkook was offering him. Jungkook's reaction was immediate and without hesitation. With the kind of trust that only someone very close would have, he took Taehyung's phone without warning, wanting to know what had his Hyung so absorbed. He could not allow something, or worse, someone, to take Taehyung's attention away like that. The funny thing is, Taehyung did not even try to take it back. There was no surprise, no complaint. It was as if he was already used to Jungkook's little possessiveness. While some might dismiss it as a simple joke between friends, the truth is that this kind of gesture speaks to something deeper. It is not just curiosity, it is a need to know, to reaffirm that despite the world around them, at the end of the day, the only one who really matters is him. Jungkook is not one to openly express his jealousy with words, but his actions do. He cannot stand the idea of not being the center of Taehyung's attention, of not being his priority at all times. And Taehyung, for his part, seems to have accepted this role without any problem, as if, in some way, he understands that this protective and possessive instinct is just another way of saying, "I care about you more than you can imagine." In the end, what else could this kind of gesture mean? We cannot cover the sun with our fingers. This kind of action is only done by someone who feels they share more than just friendship. It is the trust, intimacy, and connection of someone who does not want anything or anyone to come between them. For Jungkook, Taehyung is not just a group mate. He is someone he needs to be close to, someone he does not want to miss a single detail about. And if that means reaching for his phone from time to time just to make sure his attention is not focused elsewhere, then he will do it without hesitation. Jungkook has never been secretive about his feelings for Taehyung, and there are certain moments where his possessive instincts and need for attention become more than obvious. One of those moments happened during a live broadcast where Jimin, Namjoon, Jungkook, and of course, Taehyung were together. The four of them were sitting comfortably, reading fans' comments, laughing, and talking with the natural ease that is so characteristic of them. Everything seemed normal until Taehyung, at one point, decided to check his phone. There was nothing strange about it. After all, it was something anyone would do. But of course, for Jungkook, things were not that simple, especially when it came to Taehyung and whatever was on his mind. sitting right next to him. As usual, Jungkook did not need a second to realize that Taehyung was more focused on his phone screen than on the conversation going on with the others. And that is when his instincts kicked in. At first, he tried to hide it, glancing around, adjusting his posture slowly as if just getting comfortable. But the truth was, he was completely uncomfortable with the idea that Taehyung was focused on something or someone else. It did not take long before he stopped trying to pretend. Little by little, his body leaned toward Taehyung, his eyes no longer hiding their curiosity. He wanted to know what was making him so amused, who he was talking to, and what he was watching. And this time, he did not snatch the phone away, but the way he approached him said it all. So, what do you think? Is Jungkook just being playful, or is there something deeper behind his constant need for Taehyung's attention? Whatever the case, one thing is clear: their connection is undeniable. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more moments like this. See you in the next video.